And we welcome you back to the University of Rio Grande. It is men's basketball Tweedia Day. We're joined now by the head coach, Ken French. And I asked one of your coaches, Coach Quinn, earlier, anytime you get a new season started, there's obviously a great level of excitement, and that's the case at the moment.
There's a lot of excitement, and for good reason. You know, we've got a great core group returning. We've added some depth and quality, and not only from a basketball standpoint, but from a character standpoint. And we have to temper some of our expectations and understand we've got to be patient with the process. You know, it's very early in this. We haven't divided up any minutes, any shots, or anything like that, but chemistry's been very good, very strong, and potential is a good word. I don't like that word because sometimes that means you underachieve, but we're looking forward to this season, and for good reason.
19 wins last year, but I know in being around you on a daily basis, you had to feel like there were chances for a lot more.
Well, there were. I'm not a big statistics person, but if you look at the stats, we averaged 88 points a game. We averaged just right at under 21 assists a game. What talks volumes about our culture and how we share the basketball. But you also look at, the other side of that is every team that was in the top part of our league, we had an opportunity to win the game. We had a lead and surrendered that lead late. And you look, and we've got quality teams in this league. IU East, Brescia, who win both divisions, Point Park, Asbury. Those are the only 4 teams that we lost to. And we've got to close that gap. And our whole entire offseason, from the end of the season, spring and summer, we're on that focus, closing that gap, whether it be through recruiting or our philosophy and how we're going to adjust and change things.
I asked the kids, I asked your coaches, there are differences between the MidSouth and the KIAC, but I think anybody that underestimated that league was sorely mistaken.
Well, their basketball IQ is not very high. The honest thing is it's just a different style of play. In the Mid-South, you got a lot of Division I transfers. There's a lot of ball screen offense. There's a lot of one-on-one, and a lot of guys, you're looking at 2 guards that are 6'4" to 6'6". In this league, it's smaller, but everybody runs an offense. There's some kind of continuity, motion type offense, and they shoot the heck out of the ball. Whatever team you're talking about, the size may change, but there's some skill level that may have gotten better, maybe a little less athleticism, and a little bit more on the execution end of it.
You look ahead to this season, you got some pretty good pieces to build around, I guess, namely with 2 all-KIAC guys in D.D. Joyner and Dwayne Bazemore.
There's only 2 teams that had 2 first-team all-league players. We're one of them. And that's not to say that everything that we do goes through those 2 guys. You look at our point guard play last year, we had 2 guys on the floor. Between them, we had 300 assists, 301 to be exact. So the cupboard's not bare. We've got a lot of guys returning. The one thing that to go with Dwayne and Dee, the thing that we've adjusted to and made an example of is our depth had to improve, and I think we've done that with this recruiting class. We've got freshmen, we've got junior transfers, and it just balances everything out. There's not going to be a drop-off. In fact, we may be better offensively this year than we were last year. And if you think about that, we averaged 88 points a game and 21 assists, but we've got guys who can maybe enhance the style of play that we do have.
We talked about D.D. and Bays, but those aren't the only 2 guys that you have back this year. You got some pretty good ones.
You just look down the line. From last year's team, we've got Cavante Black, who will be a senior, who provided us. He's one of the young men. He had 150 assists on the year. He dominated one game and didn't score. Almost had a triple-double and didn't score a point. So having him back in the mix helps us. He gives us a lot of things, a lot of versatility. Will Hill, as a freshman last year, led us in assists with 151. So we've got him back as a sophomore. He's bigger, he's smarter, he's stronger, he's more experienced. He's a sophomore. That's the best thing about a freshman is when they become a sophomore. And then you look and we add Travis Elliott, who did not play at all last year. And, for us and everybody that's in the program, all the returners, we know what Travis brings to our program. He does all the little things. He makes us better. And he, along with the recruits that we've brought in, our depth and our defense improves immediately.
Your newcomers fitting in rather well, and some of them are going to get lots of playing time real soon.
Everybody's going to be tested. You know, we're going to have to. It's going to be an adjustment for me. You know, we're going to go from playing 7, 8 guys and a short bench and short rotation with some guys to playing 9, 10 guys and trying to figure out who plays well together. You know, we've got a guy coming off the bench in Corey Cruz, a returner, who, you know, when he gets his opportunity to start when we're short-handed at IU Southeast last year, plays 40 minutes, doesn't come off the floor. So everybody here has a role to play, and everybody's valuable. Whether your role may be 5 minutes or your role may be 35 minutes, it's important to the team, and the guys understand that. It's just going to be hard for us to figure it out, but that's what the preseason's for. You know, in our non-conference schedule, we'll have a great opportunity and a challenge to figure that out.
That was kind of leading into my next and last question. The fact you look at your schedule, and I think it stands up to anybody's in NAIA Division II.
You know, we're playing a national schedule. We're playing, I think, 5 teams from the Crossroads, which is arguably the best NAIA Division II conference in the country. We're playing 2 Division I schools. We're trying to elevate our non-conference schedule to challenge us so we're better prepared when we do get into conference play. Through this whole entire season, our goal and objective is come February, just give ourselves a chance to play for a championship. And if these guys continue to work and have the mindset that they've had so far, they'll face this schedule and with a good mentality, and then come February, we'll put ourselves in that opportunity, in that position.
We're looking forward to it. It ought to be interesting, if anything else.
It's always exciting. You know how we are, and appreciate you taking the time to share this with us with Tweety a Day and everything. And you know, we've got a great group of guys, and it's definitely a family atmosphere this year, and hopefully it'll continue and it'll grow stronger. And those things, that adversity that you face during the season, won't fracture us. Going through that adversity is going to make us better.
Good luck this year.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Randy.